Everyone, as many of you may know, money is important, but beyond money, health and wellness. Okay, so you have tons of money. How are you living? Are you living in a healthy fashion? Are you not enjoying your life? Well, I believe that our health is directly a reflection on how we feel about ourselves, and natural cures and things like that are very important to me. So over here is Krista. She is from the Paw Tree Company. She came from Virginia Beach to explain more in detail exactly how dog food can positively impact the behavior of our dogs, and of course extend the lives of our dogs. So I'm just gonna spin this camera around so we can talk more. Krista from Paw Tree.
And so this is Voden. So Voden is the reason I started with Paw Tree. We are a pet nutrition company, all natural and holistic. And when I first got him as a puppy, I really struggled with what to feed him. I was looking for a higher quality kibble, but I didn't even know where to start as far as like what protein to feed or how much to feed and things like that. So I actually was introduced to Paw Tree, and I started as a customer. And Voden had two small issues. He was underweight as a puppy, and he had really dry, flaky skin and fur. So I started him on our Paw Trees. This is a similar food, but our turkey and sweet potato.
Yes.
And then I got him some salmon, wild Alaskan salmon oil. And I was amazed. It gets delivered to your door, and it was within he loved it. He was so excited, and within a couple weeks, he was putting on weight, and his skin and fur were perfect. And what I found was I was getting so many compliments on how he looked and how healthy he was. You know, he had bright eyes and good skin. So that was really important to me. But you know, at Paw Tree, all of our food, like here's a great example. It's real white fish. So all of Paw Tree's food starts with a real meat protein, whether it's meat, poultry, or fish. We don't do byproducts. We don't do any fillers, any artificial ingredients, chemicals, additives, anything like that, preservatives. It's all real meat, real fish, real poultry, real vegetables, and we add in the important things that all dogs need, like glucosamine and salmon oil and taurine and omega-3s, things like that. Good vitamins, minerals, to make sure they're getting a complete nutritional picture from their kibble. Like Gerard mentioned, a healthy pet is going to live longer. There's actually 3 things that control how long your pet's going to live, and it's genetics, luck, and nutrition. And we can get with genetics, we can pursue a breed from a reputable breeder and get those good genetics. Luck, it's all in whether your dog maybe gets hit by a car or something horrible like that, but we can control their nutrition. And proper nutrition goes a long way. Feeding Paw Tree does 2 things. It's very nutrient dense, and so they eat less. I often get asked the question, it's kind of expensive. It's more expensive? And I'll say, while it's more expensive, it's a higher quality, highly digestible food. So they will eat less, and in the long run, it will actually save you money. More important.
Yeah, so anyway, there's a lot of barking over there. Reason is Mara's running over there with his friend. So, okay. So,
kids.
Krista, before I forget, right? It says your dog's name here.
Yes.
That should be, I guess I'm going to have to fill out something on now this is Rambo's food.
Yes.
The little puppy that I'm going to bring out in a little bit. So, he loves this.
And with Paw Tree, you can customize your food label. It's actually really, really helpful. I mean, it's super cute and adorable, and we all love our pets, but it's really handy when you have more than one dog.
Yes.
Voden is actually on our salmon food, and it's just better. He does better with that one. And then my other dog, Toyful, is on our chicken and brown rice. And it's great because the label has each of their names on it. So when the kids feed the dogs, it's very easy for them to know who's getting what. And the other cool thing that Paw Tree does is it will tell you exactly how much to feed your specific dog based on their age, their breed, any issues they're having, their energy level. It will, narrow it down to like a quarter of a cup, how much they need each day.
Yep. What I have noticed is I also recommend company Life's Abundance. I have to say though, it's basically chicken. Now, my dogs love that food, but I have to admit, more diversity here with Paw Tree. And in this case, this is real whitefish and brown rice recipe. He loves it. I just went with it. I have 3 dogs now. that are on the real whitefish recipe. And, you know, I just like to change it up.
And,
So
and
what's your thoughts on that? Like the diversity is,
yeah,
is
so
important,
Patri,
right?
we have a
Okay.
dozen foods to
Sure.
choose from. We have proteins, we have salmon, we have turkey, chicken, duck, lamb, trout, whitefish. I think those are all of them. We have both grain-free recipes and healthy grain recipes. So those healthy grain recipes include barley, brown rice, and oatmeal. So they're, you know, if they're getting a grain, they're getting a healthy grain that's going to add in special nutrients and,
Absolutely.
and minerals and vitamins and things like that.
And for those out there watching, there's a very low content, if any, in oatmeal. Okay, so if for some reason your dog is gluten-free, typically oatmeal is not going to bother them. It doesn't bother me, and I'm actually gluten-free.
Yeah, actually, oats are not considered a part of the gluten family. But interestingly, you know, the cool thing about Patri is all of our foods are guaranteed 100%. So actually all of our products, not just our food. But what that does is if you have a pet that maybe is a little picky or not sure which protein to feed them, you give us a try, and if it doesn't work out the way you want, we simply refund your money 100%. So you have nothing to lose if you try out our food and if you just give it a chance.
Well, I have to say, I haven't had that happen yet. And the Corsos are very picky. And so this right here, check out the link that is below in this video. A lot of you out there are just wonderful. You post such nice comments, and a lot of times you'll say things like, I wish I can get a puppy from you, but I live in California and I can't make it. Okay, whatever. The bottom line is, if you want to support us and this channel, I am telling you, Patri is a wonderful way to support us. Keep these videos going. And we're going to tell you a little bit later on how you can join, but check out the link below. It's a wonderful food. It is all natural, and the people at that company love what they do.